Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future Presents Sunday Night's Main Event. Yeah. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for doctor.
How you doing, Doc?
I'm good, brother.
We got another action-packed hour of pure wrestling for all of you guys at home.
Yes.
Boy, there's too much to tease, so we're just gonna kind of just jump into it. Is my vote. What do you think?
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds good to me. Hopefully people get a feel for our format. You're gonna get cards. You're gonna get history, and you're going to get all of the wrestling content you could ever desire. And one thing that we are going to be highlighting, Ricky, I don't know if you saw our YouTube thumbnail or a podcast thumbnail this week. There is a massive Undertaker card that I don't even think you knew existed. And we're going to be talking about that later on in the show.
I am so excited to talk about that card. I almost forgot my wrestling outfit for tonight. This is what MJF comes out in. He's with AEW. He's my new favorite wrestler of all time.
Oh, he comes out in a scarf?
He does. Pure Burberry and like Tiffany blue is all he does. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I had the scarf on today. I was trying to embrace my inner Pacific Northwest.
Yes. Yeah.
I took it off before the show. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to wear this during the show and Ricky not make fun of me. So I took it off. But here we are.
Little did you know, this was the theme for tonight's show.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, without further ado, now I do have to tell you, we have some, we've gotten some warnings. You know, the poor people in Russia have been unable to hear the incredible intro is our show.
Yeah.
Because of copyright. so I've been.
It's a big market we're missing out on there.
Oh, huge. So. Yeah. In order to include our brothers over in the Iron Curtain, we're going to try a little something new for this one segment, and probably it may be just one segment of this. Here is this week's show for This Week in Wrestling History.
Yes.
Now, those of you at home, you think we're just playing some elevator music. No. See if you can guess the intro song. All right, Chad. I'm going to take you way back to March 22nd, 1985.
Oh, that's when Chad was just a wee little guy.
Oh, but
yeah. So I guess same height, just younger.
Yeah. On this date, one Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated my boy, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And get this. A loser leaves town, tuxedo, coal miner's glove on a pole, steel cage match. Now, the loser of this match did actually have to leave town for 30 consecutive days. So Ted DiBiase had to get a little hotel stay.
Now, that's kind of an interesting angle because traditionally I think of wrestlers being on the road and going from town to town. So how did that actually work out in the logistics of things?
Well, back at this point in time, wrestling was territorial. This was not WWF. This was a regional territory located, I believe, in probably the Tennessee area, middle America. But those tended to be one single area, and they would just kind of stay there for that region. They would broadcast for the surrounding area. Well, there were actually like 20 territories, and that's what WWF kind of consolidated and stole the best wrestlers from them all.
Well, at least he had a lot of money. He could afford a hotel room, you know?
Yeah, luckily. All right, let's move up to March 22nd, 1993. The WWE initiates their Hall of Fame program with their first inductee. It was a sole inductee in 1993. Do you want to guess the wrestler?
Oh, in 93? Give me Andre.
Nailed it. Boom.
Now I will say I clicked the link to pull it up here, but I did not read it, and I didn't
trust
even look
you.
at it.
You're too honest. You would tell me. I completely trust you on it. I wasn't even going to blow your spot up. I'm surprised you got it though. I would have guessed Hulk. You know, I mean, there were a lot of good guesses out there for that time that I wouldn't have blamed you for. But great guess. Yep, Andre the Giant, your first inductee.
Oh yeah, I'm 1-0 my first match. Here we go.
Okay. Let's move forward another 6 years. On March 22nd, 1999, Stone Cold Steve Austin drives a beer truck to the ring on Monday Night Raw and proceeds to give the corporation, consisting of Vince and his son, Shane McMahon, a beer bath. Also, I think The Rock was there and maybe the Big Boss Man. We will have a link for that on our show card on our website, pttfpodcast.com. It's an excellent moment. And honestly, if you just want to click that link, it's the first 10, 15 minutes of the show. It's so fun to watch. It's an iconic moment in wrestling. I encourage everyone to go check that out.
Nice.
March 22nd, just a couple years later in 2001, WWF SmackDown airs live for the first time. Why is that important, you ask? Well, it gives me an excuse to say, we are live! Been a minute. All right. How about the next day, March 23rd, 2001? WWF purchases the WCW, ending the Monday Night Wars and beginning the invasion of WCW and ECW storyline. This is actually why we have brand drafts and assignments to SmackDown versus Raw. It's to maintain that doubled roster size they got when they consolidated.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yep. Speaking of the draft, just 3 years later, on March 22nd, 2004, they did initiate the first ever draft lottery. It was held on Monday Night Raw.
You know, that's always been interesting. Is that a popular bit? Obviously, they've been doing it for quite some time now, but
I hate it, but I think the reason I hate it is by the time they brought this draft up, I wasn't as into wrestling. Like, it was my final push at the start of this for about through 2009 of really following weekly. And I don't know. I didn't love it at all. And what I hated particularly about it is that during this time, they would really focus in on SmackDown versus Raw at Survivor Series, which I thought was kind of a forced gimmick versus like natural heels and faces, you know, natural teams of four. I didn't love the brand loyalty all that much, but hey, maybe some others did. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch. Let's get up a little more recent. During the pandemic, March 22nd, 2020, it was a dark time. This was a brief bright spot, though, when the WWE 24/7 champion Riddick Moss is taking a jog through his exclusive neighborhood with his belt on, when suddenly a referee pulls alongside him in a red sedan. R-Truth is hiding in the trunk and proceeds to pin Moss to claim the championship before exclaiming, "You need to go back to football, Randy Moss," and jumping in the car, leaving both Moss and the referee in the dust.
R-Truth is a national treasure.
He is. I could watch a 2-hour movie of just R-Truth. He's an 11 out of 10. We will have that YouTube clip on our show website as well. It's an excellent 3 minutes worth of watch.
Love it.
You know, we're getting into that time of year, Chad. The greatest show of them all, WrestleMania.
Yes.
It's WrestleMania moment time. Some years, the WrestleMania has happened as early as this week.
Oh.
Such as in 1999, March 28th to be specific. WrestleMania 15 included two amazing moments to include, I mean, many, but two in particular to include Butterbean knocking out Bart Gunn in 35 seconds in real life in a Brawl for All boxing match. And Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating The Rock for the WWF Championship. It was an excellent match. Totally worth the watch. These are on Netflix. If you want to go back and watch these WrestleManias. And then it happened again in 2010, March 28th, 2010. The Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels in a streak versus career match, forcing Michaels to retire at WrestleMania 26. This, I'm there. You may be able to convince me as I really think about this. We might need to do a bit on this. Top 5 wrestling matches of all time. This is easily number 1 for me. Top of mind.
Really?
Easily. I remember watching the whole thing, the build up to it. It was the music they played, the storylines, the match itself. 11, 12 out of 10.
Now, this is interesting to me. During a period of time that I didn't watch as much, I hadn't got back into it yet, but obviously Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels because he had his streak going until Lesnar.
Right.
Did Michaels actually retire?
He did. He
No
did.
kidding.
And they actually wrestled at WrestleMania 25. It was also an incredible match. Like, I think many would put that in their top 5, top 10 too. It was so good, and Undertaker won, of course. And they used that Shawn Michaels at either the draft or the Hall of Fame or some Slammy Award ceremony. He won. I think it was Slammy. He comes out and he says, "You know what? I can beat you." And they started like this 6-month timeline where he's trying to face the Undertaker. The Undertaker says no, and so Shawn Michaels enters the Royal Rumble and he gets eliminated. And then he shows up at Hell in a Elimination Chamber, where Undertaker's defending his championship belt. He's the champion at the time. And he cost the Undertaker. He shows up from underneath the ring, cost the Undertaker the match. And then pisses the Undertaker off that the Undertaker says, "Fine, I'll face you. But if you lose, you retire." And everyone knew Shawn was at the end of his career. This started my return to wrestling. This year prior. And oh man, it was next level. It's so good. I highly recommend you go and at least watch that one match on Netflix.
You know, I've got one more week off before I fire up work. And so I have a TV. I have a couch now in my new space. And look at all this room I have for activities back here. For those of you watching on YouTube, look at this.
Dude, look at all the things you can do to recreate this. Like
to practice
tombstones
tombstones back here.
Exactly.
And I'll go back and watch that match for sure.
No, awesome. No, I know. Poor Chad. He's been overloaded because I found a new toy in AEW. He's been overloaded with homework assignments.
This has been a great week in wrestling history, not only from the history you just presented, but also what you've been giving me with homework assignments over the past week. And I did fire up. What is it? All Out? Is that AEW's big name of 2025? So I just watched the first match, which was Copeland and Christian against some tag team duo. Those guys get after it a little bit. They're not afraid to mess around.
No, they are not. I cannot wait for you to see the thumbtacks and tables.
I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Probably right after the podcast here, I'll ask Sarah if she wants to go fire it up. I'm sure
she'll say, yeah.
She's probably getting it fired up right now.
All right. Well, I think it's time. I think it's time to bring in our auction of the week and find out who is the big winner.
I love it. So as we transition, we've got 3 cards, Ricky, that I've identified from auctions. I look across eBay and Fanatics to try to bring listeners up to date on what's moving, what's up for sale, where they can go spend their bucks. And this week, I saw a theme immediately emerge in the cards for sale. Now, just to be specific, these cards will be ending in 7 days. So if you want them, you can go out and bid on them. These aren't our cards, nor do we have any affiliation with Fanatics yet.
Nope.
Fanatics, Pack to the Future podcast @gmail.com is where you can email us for that sponsorship.
Podcast of note right here.
Oh, yeah. First one. We're going to go with the theme of gold this week, Ricky. You might recall this little lady, WWE superstar Tiffany Stratton.
Well done.
Not only are all of these cards gold, but they're all from 2025 Topps Chrome. And I thought that we could also show off, with the Chrome product, just the regular hobby product, which should be released in the next month or so, that'd be a good time to revisit the 2025 and show what they have to offer. So this one in particular is a blue brand chrome auto gold geometric. That's a mouthful. Of old Tiffany Stratton. This one's a PSA 10. Autograph is on card. It's got her in all of her glory in a pretty good looking gold and white geometric shape. This one already has 8 bids, Ricky. Still has 7 days to go and population of only 6. So that's a pretty strong contender for tonight's matchup.
That's a beautiful looking card. And very affordable at the moment. $23.
Oh yeah. Well, her contender, the aforementioned Shawn Michaels. This one also coming from Chrome. This is a Hall of Fame subset. This is a refractor. It's an on-card auto. The auto's numbered to 175. This one's also a PSA 10. You know, Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid, he has one of the more distinct autographs that you will ever see, performer or athlete of all time. What do you think about that signature there?
I can't stand how much I want to collect a card that has a on it. Has a great big pink all over it.
It does. He doesn't even hide it, really.
No, he will never grow out of that. I mean, how old has he got to be? Like 65? And
he's got to be up there.
Yeah. Dongers.
I mean, he's signing Medicare cards, that's for sure. And I wonder if he slaps that on his Medicare card. I don't know.
But I do. I love that. See, I love a great heel. I love a great over-the-top cocky heel, and he was that. Damn it. I wish he could fix his signature.
I know. It's too iconic at this point.
Nope, it is. At $12, I might need to slip on over to Fanatics.
Now, this is not a gold parallel per se, but the card itself is almost entirely gold. That's why we let it slide into this loose gold scenario here.
Yeah.
One last card. This one is straight up a gold refractor. This is of your guy, Cody Rhodes. In a PSA 9. Of course, the golds out of Topps Chrome are numbered to 50. And this one pops. I mean, this photo is pretty cool. He's staring up either at the ring, perhaps the WrestleMania sign, and on the bottom labeled the American Nightmare. This one's already got a few bids. Pop 5 on this one, only 5 graded higher, and this is a pretty cool looking card. So Topps Chrome 2025 really bringing the fire with their 3 different inserts. We've got 3 top-notch wrestlers. At least on their current trajectories, you know, Tiffany's got a little ways to go, but all 3 are going to be Hall of Famers in my estimation. So I'm real curious how the match between these 3 cards is going to shape up.
Yeah, 3 beautiful cards. So I did hand over the notes to one, what do we call him? Gorilla Timmy?
Yeah, Gorilla Timmy. Yep. Oh, yeah.
And I do not know the winner of tonight's match. We're going to see how this goes. In order to do it, I couldn't fact check his notes at all. So hold on.
Oh, boy.
He's been okay so far. You know, he's been pretty reliable so far. So I'm going to trust this. Let's see how I can do with reading this on the fly, making sure it makes sense for all of you at home.
I like it.
Before we do that, we need a little mood setter.
Yeah.
You know, we did smooth jazz. We've done YouTube commercial free, or at least I did that off the air.
Did you tell us who the first intro music was of?
It was of your boy we just covered, Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
The American Nightmare. So there were a couple songs I could really what was killing me, what's going to probably kill some of those listening at home or watching this. You recognize the song, but you cannot name it. But you're like, damn it, I know exactly what song that is. But
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be an earworm of a different kind. This next one I think we need to do it up because this next match is life or death.
Oh.
This next match is none other than a triple threat ambulance match.
By God, someone's gonna die.
The arena lights dimmed until only a single spotlight shone on the stage. The sound of a distant siren echoed through the arena. Wee-oo, wee-oo, as a white ambulance slowly backs into position beside the entrance ramp. The rules were simple and brutal. The only way to win was to shove your opponent into the ambulance and slam both doors shut. First came Shawn Michaels. Sexy boy hit. The crowd explodes. HBK steps onto the stage wearing silver and black gear, flashing his trademark grin. He slaps hands with fans, but his eyes keep drifting towards the ambulance. Tonight wasn't about nostalgia. It was about survival. Next, golden lights filled the arena as Tiffany Stratton strutted onto the stage. Draped in pink and gold, she spun dramatically before pointing at the ambulance with a confident smirk. "Time to make history," she mouthed. Finally, the arena shook as Cody Rhodes emerges through a wall of pyro. The crowd roars every word of his theme. Cody pauses, staring at both opponents, already waiting inside the ring, then the ambulance, knowing only one of them would leave victorious. The bell rings. Cody charges first, trading punches with Michaels while Tiffany watches, then blindsides both with a double dropkick. "Stratton stealing the moment," the announcer shouted. She nearly shocks everyone early, smashing Shawn with a running hip attack, dragging him towards the ropes. HBK barely escapes, pulling himself under the bottom rope just before she could push him towards the ambulance. Cody recovers and lifts Tiffany into a delayed vertical suplex, holding her high as the crowd counted along before crashing her to the mat. HBK springs back in. Sweet chin music. Cody ducks. The kick accidentally nails Tiffany. The crowd gasps. Outside the ring, the fight spills onto the floor. Cody rams Michaels into the steel steps, but HBK counters with a moonsault off the barricade that wipes both men out. Tiffany reappears, launching herself off the apron with a picture-perfect swanton onto both competitors. "All three are down beside the ambulance," the announcer yells. She opens one ambulance door, victory inches away, and tries dragging Cody inside. But Cody grabs the door frame and pulls himself back out, hoisting Tiffany onto his shoulders. Disaster kick to Michaels rushing in. Crossroads onto the floor to Tiffany. The crowd roars as Cody rolls her towards the ambulance. He pushes her halfway inside. Sweet chin music out of nowhere. HBK has recovered. Cody collapses. Shawn Michaels, exhausted but determined, drags Cody toward the ambulance. The crowd senses the ending. One shove. Cody is slid inside. Michaels reached for the doors. Tiffany Stratton slams one door onto HBK's back. She pulls him away and hits the prettiest moonsault ever off the ambulance roof onto both men. The arena erupts. She shoves Michael into the ambulance first, then turns to Cody. "Center stage," she says confidently. But Cody suddenly grabs her ankle, pulling her down. They fight wildly, trading strikes until Cody hit another crossroads onto the ramp. He lifts Tiffany and places her inside besides Michael. Cody reaches for the doors. The crowd counts. 1, 2. Suddenly, HBK explodes forward, kicking Cody through the open doors and into the ambulance with them. For a split second, all three are inside. The crowd is losing their mind. Shawn Michaels rolls out first, collapsing onto the ramp. Tiffany crawls out after him, grabbing his leg to stop him. They struggle desperately, both trying to stay out. Cody begins rising behind him inside the ambulance. HBK sees it. With one last burst of energy, Michael super kicks Tiffany backwards, She falls into Cody. HBK slams one door, then the other. Bang! Ding, ding, ding. Your winner, Shawn Michaels. The crowd erupts as HBK falls to his knees, exhausted, laughing and in disbelief. The ambulance siren blares as officials confirm the result. Cody and Tiffany were trapped inside together. Shawn Michaels leans against the ambulance, raising his arms as fireworks explode above the arena. One more miracle, one more showstopper ending, and in a match designed for chaos, the Heartbreak Kid proved he could steal the show.
You know, he is a Hall of Famer, and Ricky, with performance like that, you're going to end up there right next to him.
Whew.
God, you know,
well, boy,
I thought it was going to be Tiffy time. I thought she was going to nail it. God, she hit the moonsault, and she had it right there.
I was so excited, and then I saw there was a little bit more, and I thought, damn it.
Yeah, she had it. She had it. And the Cody Cutter, like, God, what an epic match that we just saw. That was impressive.
It's unbelievable, these cards. So you got to go get them while they're hot if you want these championship cards.
That's good stuff. I mean, not only Shawn Michaels, the Hall of Famer, he's got the epic auto, and the winner of the ambulance match as well. For episode 4.
Unstoppable. And I have, I think this was a good trial run. I think we're going to let Timmy surprise us week to week with who our winner is. Yeah, and I'm going to do my best to not know anything till I'm reading it at the very end of this episode.
I like it. Just like Michael Cole.
Just like Michael Cole.
A lot of people say you're the next Michael Cole.
You've always said that about me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's take another transition over into work or shoot.
Yeah.
Let's get a little easy going, but wrestling music going.
And you've got a couple of things that
I
don't know the answer to, so I'm kind of excited to play along here.
Yeah, and I kind of want your just dry run opinion of this. So what kind of sparked my AEW obsession is watching this recent episode pay-per-view of AEW Revolution. And I've been talking to you nonstop about it. I'm trying to figure out a way for us to access it in an affordable way, because right now the only way is to pay $40. But some interesting things that note happened in this pay-per-view, in addition to introducing me to some of these new wrestlers that I'm trying to show you. Ronda Rousey made a surprise return. An appearance, if you will. Return to wrestling, appearance to AEW. I'm not aware that she has fought for AEW in the past. And this happened at the end of a match in which one of the AEW stars, Toni Storm, who I think you need to show to Sarah. She might be Sarah's new favorite female wrestler.
Oh.
She's like a 1940s actress, and she like totally plays the part from head to toe. Sadly, she just recently got injured and is supposed to be out the rest of the year.
Oh,
but
bummer.
She was incredible. And you can show her in some of those old shows. She's in some of those old pay-per-views we've been checking out on HBO Max.
Okay.
But what happened at the end of Toni Storm's match recently, she's getting ready to leave, and Rousey shows up in the ring and invites her to come back to the ring, and she does. And it goes to attack Rousey, and security gets in between both of them before they can ever touch each other.
Oh.
Okay. Why is that important, you ask?
Why is that important?
Same with Brian Windhorst. It's important because there's no confirmation that Rousey has in fact signed with AEW.
Interesting.
And so there's hope that she will, but no one at AEW will confirm that she has signed a contract. In fact, the source is that, the unnamed knows someone source is she has not signed a contract. There's no planned appearances for her at this point. Will we see Rousey in AEW again? Yes or no, Chad? Based on that,
the fact that she does not have a contract is a work. We will see her again, and I'm going to tell you why. Ronda Rousey has been very outspoken, at least when she was with WWE, about the things she did not like and when she was not coming back. And
Yeah.
I just have a real hard time believing that this, epic fighter who wanted to go live on her farm, raise a baby, all of a sudden is going to show up in a ring just to not wrestle.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think so. She's coming back, and she's going to be back at their next, whatever their next pay-per-view, paid live event is. She's going to be back. The fact she doesn't have a contract, that we're playing it up, totally a work.
Okay. I agree with you. And
mark it down.
I think I think AEW is going to be particularly urgent. If there's any truth to this, even that they just haven't gotten around to signing it. First of all, they clearly have an intent, or they wouldn't have her coming out to the ring even. And if they haven't gotten around to it, they're going to be even more urgent to do so with that injury to Toni Storm. Because she's evidently a big-time female wrestler for them. And if that injury is really going to put her out for all of next year. And it happened actually after this back and forth at Revolution, I believe. But if she's going to be out long-term, that could be a problem for them. They need a big new face.
Oh, yeah. No, mark it. Are we keeping track of this? Let's tell producer kind of mark that moment.
Yeah, tell Tony Reale to get on it.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Also, what happened at Revolution? Adam Page. Now, this guy, I'm going to try and explain him to you, describe him to you, Chad, briefly.
Okay.
Hangman Adam Page is a cowboy-themed wrestler. He reminds me of a wrestler out of like the early to mid 80s when they were just, before Hulk Hogan, they're just tough wrestlers. They're just tough guys. Long hair, kind of brutal. Adam Page was his name. He got the Hangman name as he went along throughout his career. But he's an extreme wrestler. He's he's a cool guy. He's a guy you're going to want to watch as you start to see some of these episodes.
I'm imagining this dude's like, if I'm thinking 80s wrestling, I'm thinking suplexes. I'm thinking body slams, pile drivers, just some of the impactful moves. Is that right?
Yes. A lot of they'll do the running knees, a lot of the classic moves. Yes, absolutely. His finishing move, he slingshots himself from outside the ring into the ring and then does a running clothesline from hell.
Oh,
it's cool. But he also does like a backwards tombstone where he has their legs up here, but their bodies behind him, and he drops them on a pile driver.
Oh my God.
He's really cool. Like you'll dig him, but like it's hard to explain him as a specific character, right?
Okay.
So he takes on my boy MJF for the AEW World Championship. And the agreement is that if Hangman Adam Page loses this match, he can never challenge for the championship again. I'm very sorry to do this to you, Chad. He lost this match.
No.
He will never. And MJF, actually, they're both bloodied to all hell. Because this is the match I was telling you about. It was a Texas death match where they brought out tables covered in barbed wire. They brought out window panes and broke them in the ring and slammed each other. Like, it was insane. And MJF stood on top of Hangman Adam Page's bloodied body in a stretcher with the championship. Stood on his body. Like, that's how big of a heel this guy is.
Yikes. Okay.
So, fast forward, everyone's wondering, what does this mean? Windhorse needs to know. Work or shoe. Now, Tony Khan, one of the owners of AEW, was asked, is this real? I'm telling you, Hangman Adam Page is the John Cena. He's one of them. He's their main superstars, one of them. Are you really not going to let him challenge for the championship again? And this is what Tony Khan had to say. He said, it's the same thing as it was with Cody. It was a gentleman's handshake with both of them. They both came to me and said, I want to put this at stake. And both of them, I told them, this is effing nuts. Both of them said they really wanted to do it. And in both cases, I said, are you sure? And then they both said, yeah. So it's an agreement we made. Second time it's happened. Paige is somebody that's known for being a man of his word, and we made an agreement, so it's a verbal contract. Paige is a Cena type face. Like, he isn't one to break his word. But I will also tell you, Chad, in 2019 is the only other time a match like this has happened. It was Cody Rhodes facing Chris Jericho. And if Cody Rhodes lost, he could never challenge for the title. He lost, and he never challenged for the title. He did, however, go to the WWE in 2022. So, and I know you're still a little behind the 8 ball of guessing, but work and Adam Page is staying with AEW, or shoot, and we're going to see Adam Page down the road in WWE.
Not only are we going to see him down the road, we're going to see him about 1 month, and he's making an appearance at WrestleMania. And there's no other way.
The timing is perfect because AEW is saying he's planned for an extended absence from their shows.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me about me. Okay, so Raw after WrestleMania is a big deal. Is that right?
Yes, that's when they bring in the new guys.
Sets the tone.
If they don't show up at WrestleMania.
Does this fine young gentleman here, does he have like a known nemesis who is in WWE right now? Adam Page?
you could say Cody Rhodes. Anyone that's been in AEW, you could pin him with. I think you could even probably throw in, I'm trying to think. I would say he has a lot of history with who's the demon? The guy
Finn Balor.
Yeah, Finn Balor was involved with him. The guy, and he just retired. I'm blanking on his name. Longer hair.
Oh, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles had a long history.
La
with
la
him.
la la la.
Retired.
La la la
Yeah.
la la.
There may be some AAA AAA Lucha used to have a partnership with AEW. Maybe some of those wrestlers have some heat.
Yeah. Okay. So
here's
the thing though. Cody's going to be wrestling with the title, so it makes no sense to like immediately throw this guy into the title. Or if Cody loses, like, why do you bring him out during WrestleMania? So I'm that part. No, Finn Balor is going up against Dom, right? I would assume. And so there's no need to interrupt that because that's been a big storyline.
But when that
so I can't
storyline
see why they would break that up.
But when that storyline's put to bed and Monday Night Raw the next day starts up, you need a new storyline.
Maybe. Do you think it's over? I don't know it's going to be over yet. Like with Judgment Day, I'm not so sure.
True.
So
it may not be.
I would say he's not going to come out at WrestleMania, but the next Monday Night Raw. Oh, yeah. He's going WWE, and he's going to make an appearance there for sure. Pencil that one in, too. I feel good about these bets. Give me a parlay. Cook me up a little parlay. Let's do it. A little 2-teamer. Let's go.
Mark it, Tony. All right. Well, that concludes our work or shoot. I do want to just throw out a reminder. We did play last week a game. What's that from? And to my knowledge, we have no guesses, let alone correct guesses. So I'm just.
We had a guess. We had a guess.
Oh, we did. What?
Listener Merle had a guess.
Okay, let me play it in the background for our background music while we're talking about it.
Now I need to read this to you.
I was so sad thinking not anyone would have even made a guess.
We had a guess, but I need you to be the official determining factor.
Okay.
On the results here. If I read this, it's going to give it away. Do you want to give people another week, or do you want me to read his response here, his guess?
Read it.
Okay.
If we only got one guess, I'm sorry. He gets a little special treatment.
Okay. I believe the sounds from the Sunday Night podcast was the Hulk Hogan theme, parentheses, without the vocals, in parentheses. So I respond, and I believe in Joe Hendry. Which, by the way, we were at a brunch this morning. One of Sarah's friends, Ryan, came up here to deliver those plants. And we were talking about something. Sarah's like, oh, I believe this was the case. And without missing a beat, she says, and I also believe in Joe Hendry. And her friend just stared at her, and I threw her some nuts. I was proud. So I said, and I believe in Joe Hendry. He applauded, and I screenshotted. I screenshotted that moment. Hulk Hogan theme without the vocals, and Real American showed up. And I said, Merle, is this what you were referring to? And his response was, hell yeah, brother. So, this was his response. I'm showing you on the screen here. Mm-hmm. 2 gifs, one of the Hulkster playing the guitar, and then one of the Hulkster saying, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Mm. Not good enough. Nope. And to your point, I was prepared to give a hint, but I wasn't sure how to give a hint. That's as much of a hint as you're going to get.
Yeah.
We'll just say Hulk Hogan. You have one more week. Next week, this is going to go to Do You Remember? So get at us at our Instagram. Come on, you guys can do better. Think Hulk. 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 Hulk.
So good. So catchy.
It is. It's a fun entrance. We're gonna have fun with that one next week. All right, moving it along.
Ooh. Do you remember? Is that where we are?
You remember?
Oh yeah, lead us, baby.
All right. Do you remember, Chad? LJN Wrestling Superstars.
You know, you put this in the show notes, and by name, no. But what you're showing me right now, you better believe it, baby.
This is your boy, the body, Jesse Ventura, one governor of Minnesota, conspiracy theorist.
A lot of people think it could be me, but
it looks a lot like Chad. I've always said that about him. Yeah. It's about the same height as you.
Yeah, you know, it'd be a good matchup, actually.
Story behind this bad boy. I distinctly remember being about 5 years old, and I think I was heading into kindergarten. Had to get a tetanus shot. Had to get it in the backside.
Oh, yeah.
My dad took me, said, you deal with this, and I'll give you a toy. And this was my toy.
Yeah.
In the moment, I was pissed. You couldn't really move the arms very well. Mm-hmm. But this figure, lead paint and all, has stayed in my family to this day. And it still hangs out in my office. I'm sure it'll help my early demise at some point. However, these superstars are super cool. And as we started researching them, I was blown away at some of the details on them. Let me hit you with a few facts about this product.
Please.
These were released from 1984 to 1989.
Oh.
Each figure came with a bio card on the back of the packaging and a rolled up poster stored under the packaged figure's feet.
That's cool.
There were 64 total figures. 6 of them were released with a repaint variation of a previous figure. Examples include Hulk Hogan #2 in both a red and white shirt variation. Now it says SD Jones, and I actually meant to look up the wrestler SD Jones, but SD Jones in a Hawaiian shirt or red shirt. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
Okay.
And then Tito Santana #1 with purple or white tights.
Oh.
Now, another interesting thing of note is there was actually a 6th series. There were 5 in total initially. There was a 6th black card series, but it was canceled by LJN and picked up and released by Grand Toys of Canada. So these are particularly rare and pricey. Some of the black series include Andre the Giant with black strap tights, Big Boss Man, Demolition Axe, Hacksaw Jim Duggan with his 2x4, Haku, Honky Tonk Man, Hulk Hogan, red or white shirt with belt, Macho Man, Ravishing Rick Rude, Warrior, Ultimate Warrior, Warlord. But those are particularly pricey because they are very rare to find.
Okay.
It had kind of a black packaging behind them. They also released tag team sets that included tag team championship belts as you're looking through them right now.
These are pretty cool, man. They've got quite the cast of characters. There's even a Mean Gene Okerlund in here.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the Mouth of the South in there. Miss Elizabeth representing the female as manager, it says here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I really dig. There's a few of them. They have Jake the Snake with the snake.
Oh, Mr. Fuji.
Mr. Fuji. Coco Beware.
Oh, he's got the parrot. Yeah,
He has
see
the
there?
Dude.
Yeah.
They have Kamala, the Neihart, Jim the Anvil Neihart. They have the in tag teams, they have I might need the Ted DiBiase. There's a couple Ted DiBiases I might need. But you know what's a problem, dude? Look at the prices for some of these.
Yeah, this Hulkamania with the white shirt, $2,600 inside the package.
How about the Ultimate Warrior Black Card Edition? $4,896.
Get out of here. Wow. Yeah, we're getting into the black background editions here. Yeah,
Like,
these are insane.
tag teams included the British Bulldogs, Valentine and Beefcake, Hillbilly Jim and Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov, Strike Force, Killer Bees, and the Hart Foundation. I might need the Hart Foundation.
You know, and shout out to the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Like, what a terrifying duo back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I mean, that they were really taking some heat from the fans back then too, and Hulkamania just feeding right into it. That they were forced to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah. And Honky Tonk Man. Oh, no, he did. I thought it did come with a guitar. Maybe it does.
No,
Looks
it
like
does.
might.
It does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude,
Little guitar there.
I can't believe how much money this podcast makes me want to spend unnecessarily. Unnecessary.
You know, I'm thinking back. There was a video game. It may have been on like Nintendo or Super Nintendo. Maybe we need to do one for next week, where Honky Tonk Man has a guitar and you can just beat the living hell out of the opponents with that guitar. And he was always a problem for me when the computer was Honky Tonk Man. I just couldn't get past him. He would just destroy me right over the head with that thing.
Oh yeah, the guitars still exist. So when we take our team on the island, we will be utilizing the guitars.
It may give me some flashbacks though. Like this could be tricky for me, man. You might see me convulsing. Like I may go hide in the corner. That guitar was a real problem. It really was. I just think the TBI that those guitars caused too. Like there's some real issues here. I'm really calling into question the ethics of the Honky Tonk Man. Here in 2026, that is a problem.
Now it has a Johnny U as a manager. I don't remember a Johnny U manager.
No, there were some interesting ones. There's Johnny U, and then there's like it says referee white shirt, and it says manager on it, which I think is odd. You do get a Vince McMahon though.
You do as a broadcaster.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, broadcaster, definitely.
So
I thought it was interesting. You know, you see the posters.
Sorry, go ahead.
You just mentioned the posters earlier, and it got me thinking. You know, everyone on here says they've got a poster, with the exception, we scroll all the way back up to the top, with the exception of Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Oh. Yeah, what the hell?
Well, I just wonder if there's like, you know, a clause in their contract, like a murder clause, like you become a murderer, you don't get a poster in your figurine, or I don't know. Just off the top.
You never know, man. Whenever I think Snuka, I think murder, and I think about the time when the WWF sent someone in, maybe Vince McMahon, to go interview him in his hotel room in the early 90s. And he was up on the dresser and proceeded to jump off the dresser onto the bed.
You know, he was always a risk. If there's something elevated in the room and he's in there, he's coming off that rope and he's gonna
Exactly.
get you.
Exactly.
He's
But
a
yeah,
problem.
I was pretty blown away with some of these toys. Had no idea how big that action figure line was. We had a Hulk Hogan one at home. I've lost track of where that is many years ago, but yeah, kind of cool to go back and research those and see how all the cool options they have. And actually, if you Google these LJN wrestling superstars and maybe even put in the word modern, I think some company is making a modern version, maybe even LJN. It was unclear to me, or I can't tell if it's a knockoff or if they're actually bringing back, but they do have them in existence with some more modern looking wrestlers.
Yeah, this is pretty good stuff. If I remember these guys correctly, I think essentially there's 3 moves that you can get out of them, right? Like, let me see if I can show you an example here for those of you watching on the YouTube. So you got Greg Valentine here. This is a perfect example. He's got the elbow up for a hammer. And one of the moves you can do with these immobile action figures, you can drop a hammer on the opponent, right? Like you turn them sideways, boom, come crashing down, and they give a pretty good elbow drop.
Yeah.
The second thing you can do is you see Andre here with his arms up. You can do a body slam. So you can have the figurines. Like I assume everyone knows here what I'm thinking, like when you're wrestling these guys, right?
Oh yeah.
So like you can use them for the body slam. And then really the only other good move that you can do is just a hammer leg drop. Like let's show Hogan. Where's Hogan? He's perfect for this. So Hogan, you just get that leg, that extended leg out there, and boom, and just drop it right on there. But yeah, I don't know.
And as Chad points out,
the
fun and excitement of these are you never know if you're going to get lead paint poisoning, and you can actually use them as a weapon. You can crack a skull with this thing.
Yeah, shout out to lead poisoning, keeping that around.
Or tear down some sheetrock if you need to.
Yeah, anything's possible.
All right, well, moving on.
That's good stuff. I like the LJN. That's good stuff.
Well, thank you. But my favorite part of the night is what is coming next. It is time for 3 count.
Oh. Three count is one of the most exciting wrestling card topics on this particular episode of Sunday Night's Main Event. So what we are going to do is give you 3 pieces of hobby and card related news, especially when it comes to the world of wrestling. Number 1, new product release. And as I thought about this, when we're sitting in our conference table over at Sunday Night Main Event headquarters, and we're thinking of these wonderful segments to bring you. I think one thing that the development team may have forgotten about is that new wrestling product doesn't always come out each and every week. And so, like we do when a superstar goes down, you got to get creative and you got to still bring people the entertainment that they know and expect. So given that there is no new product coming out this week, we had Chrome, what do they call it? First day issue that came out last week. And I do want to talk about that real quick.
Sure.
I do listen to some other podcasts related to wrestling news. They are hosted by breakers of wrestling cards. And how defensive some people get, particularly breakers, when they are put on blast that the general hobby community cannot get product because breakers are like conspiring with each other on these Dutch auctions. It just blows my mind, like the level of I don't want to call it ego, but it's almost like an ego or corruption that they just feel that they can do this. It makes me laugh. It's very laughable.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are going to take a trip back in time and give you some education about a product that came out in the past this week for number 1. So our not so new product of the week is actually going to be related to Topps Chrome, which 2026 should be coming out soon, but we're going to travel back in time to 2014. Now let's talk about Topps Chrome 2014. Now, to my knowledge, Mr. Ricky, and I'm going to be very interested to hear what the rest of the wrestling card population out there has to say about this. I believe this is the first standalone Topps Chrome product that existed for WWE. It was in 2014.
Okay.
Now, there was Chrome Heritage that had come out in previous years, and we're going to see a little bit more on that in our 3 count. But to my knowledge, this is the first Topps Chrome standalone product in WWE. So let's take a look at it.
And it would be wise to go to the first product when you see the product blow up the way it has. I'll just say that. We've learned this lesson with Prism already. This was a very affordable product when it came out. I'm guessing a lot of these cards are still very affordable on eBay compared to their counterparts.
They are affordable, and it's made me go back and say, hey, you know what? Maybe if I'm not chomping at the bit to go buy some Prism or Chrome of this year, you know, that's what eBay's for.
Yes,
and
it is.
Just as a very quick second aside before we actually get to the meat of this, for those of you who do purchase on eBay, go on over to our website, pttfpodcast.com. We've got an affiliate link there. And the one way you can help support the show is go click on that eBay affiliate link. Everything you buy in the next 24 hours comes at no additional cost to you, but we get a little kickback. Then it makes us happy. And if there are any wrestling cards that are on there, we'll be sure to read them off on next week's episode. All right. So this 2014 Chrome. Look at this, Ricky. Here's something I want to highlight. There are refractors. The refractors include a base refractor, 1 out of every 3 packs, a red refractor, numbered to 199. And at this moment, you may be saying, oh my God, is he going to read through every parallel of refractor that exists?
He is.
And he is. He's going to do it right now, because the next one is hobby only gold, numbered to 50. And then the Superfractor 101.
Imagine
that's
that.
it.
Imagine that. Yes. 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 Yes.
It's clean. It's simple. It's beautiful. This set, only 110 cards. Again, it's clean. It's simple. You fire it right in there. There are autographs that are available. But also, Ricky, they did have an insert that I think is of note that I want to show you. And that is the Diva Kiss card that has become quite popular. This came out, at least to start, out of 2014. Topps and Topps Chrome as well. The one that I'm showing here, I think, is just out of Topps, at least how it's listed through ComC. But this is Natalia. And she's planting a big old smooch of lipstick right there, right on the card there. Authentic Diva Kiss card, it says.
You know, I have one of these. I'm positive I have one of these. Maybe multiple of these in my like random junk box of hits. Because I'm like, what are you going to do with this? It might be time to bust these bad boys out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So very popular insert from that set, but I do want to show the gold. You know, these are of note. I've made no secret of the fact of my looking at whether it's Topps Chrome or Finest Golds. Ricky, take a look at this. This one's actually up as a buy it now, right now on eBay. It's a 2014 Chrome Gold. This is of The Undertaker. Dropping that leg against, I think that's CM Punk under there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it is. And that might be one of the matches we play in WWE 2K26.
I think it is. He's got the shaved head, but he's got the classic CM Punk, you know, tape around the wrists. And this is a beautiful card. And again, one of only 3 parallels in this 2014 Topps Chrome set. So it's short, it's simple. There are only a few refractors that are there. You can see the checklist here for the people who are watching over on the YouTube. Undertaker probably highlights that. And just a few autographs that exist. You get some dual autographs that are there, including Cena and Orton, which is probably a pretty big one of note for the first year of Chrome. A few of those Kiss cards, and that's about it.
It looks like they utilize both on-card autos and sticker.
Yes, I believe that to be the case.
And I'm seeing something. I'm trying to like go through the notes here. And maybe this is what this is. Jerry Lawler's Legends. I wonder. So I'm seeing these art cards. It is. Okay, that is what this is. Sergeant Slaughter. There's an art card.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler drew all these images for this set. He's an like a really talented artist, evidently.
I wonder if I can pull this up while you talk about it.
There is a sample of the Sergeant Slaughter on the page you were on,
Oh.
at the bottom, like where it showed some of the sample photos. But they're just incredible. And for like the Sergeant Slaughter is the only one I see, for example. You can tell it's a drawing, an image. He's got kind of the red and white flag waving behind him, though, so it feels the patriotic to fit his character. Wearing the shades and the green hat. You can see his whistle hanging around his neck, or at least the strap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, how about that? Yeah, he is a good artist. That looks pretty good. That would be an interesting look on a Chrome card.
Oh, yeah. I'd be interested to see that. I'm kind of interested to see what the rest of that set looks like and collecting those potentially.
Boy, he's got that Thanos chin, man.
Yeah, he does.
He could take a knock.
He could. His chin had a chin.
Bump.
There's no doubt. Oh man, and it's a pretty cool subset. Iron Sheik, Slaughter, Yokozuna, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, Eddie Guerrero, JBL, Batista, and Edge. That might be a card insert set of worth collecting.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's pretty good stuff. So 2014 Topps Chrome really bringing it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, there's your one count. That's number one.
Okay.
It took some time. I think the ref went down, got hit, with a blindside, sweet chin music perhaps, and had to have your guy come running in down the aisle with his blonde hair flowing in the wind to get back into the ring to hit that one count. So it took a little longer than expected.
That's all right.
Number two. Here, what we are going to do is highlight the big sale of the week, and this is according to Card Ladder sales history, to give you a bit of perspective into the wrestling card hobby to see just what is selling at high prices. So over this past week of the middle of March 2026, Ricky, the big card of the week is a John Cena of all people.
Damn.
This one coming out of 2022 Select, black and gold prism 1 of 1. PSA 9, this bad boy was at auction through Fanatics Weekly. $3,300 last week. What are your thoughts about this for Select WWE? I don't know that I've ever heard you ripping Select Wrestling, but you got any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I have. It's all right. This has got to be a John Cena super collector chasing rainbows, right? Like, it's a cool card. He's a cool wrestler. I know in the wrestling world he's beloved, and I don't hate him. I'm not about to slam him or anything. He's really cool for me, but he's not the guy, And the card is cool. I don't know. There's something about his outfit. It doesn't quite match. I know that's his actual shirt and stuff. It's just not his traditional bright colored, never say quit type shirt. I do quite like his shirt actually, because it says the champ. It's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it doesn't strike me as like, oh, I need this card. Oh, this is a mind-blowing, amazing card. What are your thoughts?
To me, the thing I guess on the card itself, I agree with you. He kind of looks just like an angry baseball dad who's out in the stands yelling at an umpire. To be honest with you, he's got what's either a visor or a hat and a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
But, I do like Select. I've never collected the black and gold. I can always respect a good 1 of 1, which I enjoy. But I think the thing that stands out to me even more as we go to the sales history of this card, there's one other sale that we can see, and this was back in March of 2024. So just about 2 years ago, leading up to WrestleMania there, that sold at auction for $1,032. So this card has over 3x'd in 2 years.
Wow.
That's saying something. Like that's not nothing.
No. So
that's impressive.
I'm clearly missing something about this card.
Well, I think, more people are getting into wrestling and wrestling cards. And, I think that episode 4 of Sunday Night's Main Events probably played a big part in this. Clearly. This one did just sell a week ago. So we were 3 episodes into this and influencing the card market as we do. So,
oh yeah,
that makes sense. So that's our number 2. Now to see if we can finish this match off and get to the full 3 count, we've got a big card up for sale for auction. that if you've got money just burning a hole in your pocket and you want to go spend it, here's what I found. We're going to go to Topps Chrome. I mentioned Heritage 2 earlier. So this is a 2007 Topps Chrome WWE. But wait, Chad, you said 2014 was the first year of Topps Chrome. There's this Heritage Topps Chrome where this came from. This is the dead man, the Undertaker. This bad boy ends. It's a 1/1 superfractor. Let me backtrack. This is a superfractor pop 1/1. This auction ends in 5 days. Yeah, it does say that it's numbered to 25, but I'm trying to verify that on the card, and I just don't see it. So I'm going to verify that here in just a second. This card has one bid at $1,000. It is a superfractor, and it looks pretty darn cool. Ricky, have you ever seen this card before? It is, in fact, numbered to 25. How about that? Superfractor numbered to 25. Shout out Topps for changing that up. That's great.
No, it's a beautiful card, though. I dig it. I think the black and gold, the black in his outfit complements the gold real well of the card. Now, it looks like John Henry is being, or Mark Henry, excuse me. Mark Henry is being slammed. Is that Taker? I think it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Taker slamming him.
Okay. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, I can get behind this. What do you think?
I like it, and I particularly like the back of the card. So they did some good stuff here. It gives a little insight to the front of the card and the photo with Mark Henry. Will anyone ever defeat the dead man at WrestleMania? It asks. The answer is still no, after Mark Henry's unsuccessful attempt to end the streak at WrestleMania 22. The victory not only held Taker's undefeated run intact, but also further cemented his legacy as the winningest superstar in Mania history. I always love a good back of the card, and so this one does it for me. I don't know that I'm going to be bidding $1,000 for this eBay seller with zero feedback, but hey, if that's your thing, go ahead and buy this card and let us know if it gets to you.
I do like the SGC case with that too. I think it matches really well.
Yeah, it helps to pop, and of course, we'll have a link to this and everything else that Ricky discussed over on our website on the main show card through the blog page at pttfpodcast.com.
Yep.
So there you have it there. We got to our 3 count.
I can't believe it.
It's a hell of a match, We went an hour 8. That's just call us Ric Flair in a Royal Rumble.
Yeah. All right. Dude, I have to tell you, just as we're wrapping up, well, you know what? I'll tell you after the show. Let's get out of here.
All right. Sounds good to me.
It's been another fun show for Chad, the ultimate doctor. I'm Ricky, wishing all of you, Ricky, the LJN non-movable lead paint action figure, wishing all of you a 1/1 night. So I went on Fanatics. Well, basically.
Wait. Let me stop this. We can't let people hear that. This is like, we just walked back like behind the scene and the curtain was still up a little bit and people are starting to look in.